How's it going, YouTube? Balls and Cock here with Quantum's Web Autobot Alliance for the last week, and this is week number 2. I've been in one of our other family alliances, Quantum's Rage. In our current war, I came up against this guy. We are in a war with Semper Fi. This is their commander's base, and he has a pretty tried and true time trap base. Everybody will recognize this layout here, or layout similar to. So what I'm going to do is show you guys one way to get past these time trap bases. By now, you've probably all seen people using Cup or Dead End to teleport up and take out these defenses. This guy only has 2 beam lasers, so that's exactly what one of my teammates did. He has the 4-star Cup, came up here, wiped that one out, jumped here, wiped that one out, and it was game over. So he soloed it with Cup. You'll see that a lot now that Cup's starting to get leveled up and whatnot by a lot of people. So be wary of that. So if you're going to have a time trap base, you're definitely going to want a lot more defenses than just the 2 beam lasers. Now, another thing Cup can do for people who don't have the 4-star Cup, I have a 2-star Cup. Obviously, at our level, we don't really use 2-star bots anymore, but Cup is the exception to the rule, because I do. We tend to do something called a Cup pull, where you will go and, like, let's say I drop Cup by this outpost down here. The outpost bot comes out. I teleport Cup somewhere beyond this mortar out in this field. I do a second teleport maybe. Well, I probably would. I might have to do one, I might not. But basically where Laser Optimus is standing, maybe do a second teleport there. So he starts walking up towards this storage or the beam laser. Now this beam laser is going to kill a 2-star Cup off pretty quickly, so you got to level it up a little bit, at least to level 30, I would say. But while this Cup is moving towards this beam laser or the storage, the outpost bot he popped initially is going to be making his way up towards Cup, which is exactly what you want to do. So the outpost bot usually would get up there by you. This beam laser is going to be wailing on you. This one might even be within range. Cup's not going to survive very long. Hopefully, in this case, he'll survive long enough for the outpost bot to get to the top, kill him off, so you can deploy the rest of your team by these build bots, or in this area, basically, in this corner. You deploy your team with Optimus Prime first. As soon as your team's deployed, the outpost bot that was up here battling Cup, if it happens to work out that way, will start making their way towards your team down here. Once he's within range of Optimus Prime's rush, use it. So basically, I'd tap on Optimus Prime's ability when that outpost bot is getting close to being within range, and I will let it play out in slow motion. As soon as his first foot steps in that circumference, tap on the outpost bot. Prime will rush up to him. Your team will start to follow. You immediately tap on his ability again, and then tap on something up here to pull him the rest of the way. Optimus and the rest of the team will go right up, and then it's just a matter of seconds before you take out the defenses and in game. In this case, my Cup is only at level 23, and it's a 2-star, so these beam lasers would have shred him to pieces. Not even going to chance that. Sometimes people don't put beam lasers up here like this. They might put, I don't know, a laser turret or an autocannon or something, and then they put like storages a little bit further out that keep them out of range. So it's easier to do in that case. You can just teleport Cup to the outside, and usually defenses won't hit them. Some people do it to where there's no choice, they're going to get hit by something. So you just have to play it by ear, kind of, and realize what you're getting into and know what your bot is capable of. So if you did survive that, their outpost bot would have went up there, started to drop back down when Optimus and the rest of the gang were dropped, pulled to the outpost bot, pulled to the top, game over. Okay. Now, if you can't use cup, like I cannot use my cup to do that right now, so I'm going with a different approach, one of the older school approaches, where you try to split the bottom and then use Optimus to pull the rest of the team to the top. What I mean by that is you kind of hit all the defenses in here. The way I see it is I'll look at a line. So let's say I try to look at this line. I go like this. If I take out all of these guys like that, if I take these out and everything else to this side of it, to the right side, before I take this cluster out, then Optimus and the rest of the troops should eventually focus their attention on this cluster. And then it'll probably be too far for them to be drawn back to this side of the bottom, so they're likely to start walking up to the top side while only taking out basically half of the stuff on the bottom. That way you're not wasting as much time, thus negating the time factor of the time trap base. One of the ways that you can do this is use your heavy abilities to take out all of this stuff and use a combiner to smash the rest. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump to the video and show you guys exactly how I did that. Alright, the video of my attack on the commander of Semper Fi is loading now. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as splitting the base. I call it split and pull, and it's something that many members of our alliance kind of got the hang of doing. So I led with hotspot so you can draw attention, start reflecting damage back on mortars and whatnot. My team starts smashing away. I use Star Saber to take out, or well, to start damaging the top side. I'm going to use Strafe as well to start taking out some of these, and I believe Jetfire. Yep, there's Jetfire. And that way they're basically going to take out the top side of those defenses that I was talking about. Now, as soon as Strafe lands, I don't want them to finish off those buildings just yet. They're going through them pretty quickly. So I try to summon Optimus Maximus. Now I'm going to take out the shock tower and autocannons and whatnot, so that way some more of these defenses are out of the way before the rest of my team finishes off that last harvester. In that case, I almost blew it, because if they would have destroyed that last harvester before I deployed Optimus Maximus, they would have turned around and started coming back. Now they may have still turned again once Optimus Maximus took these targets out. So 4 of them head up to the top side. The gunners start heading to the bottom. That's when I use OP to pull. The gunners still kind of slow, so on second pull to the second beam laser, and it's a done deal. So it worked out just right, where I took out just enough targets in order for them to be able to be drawn to the headquarters instead of walking back across the board to the other or remainder of the time trap on the bottom. So that's how you split a base and pull your team to the top without having to go through the rigor of defeating every single thing on the bottom of Time Trap. Takes a little bit of practice. Good luck to you guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. By all means, like, share, comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, I'm out of here. See ya.